Hello, happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in Gander call it, the Z3. I'm Mark, and welcome to a lovely morning here in Florida, a little bit of rain. And speaking of water, before the holidays, I did a video about getting water in my trunk somewhere through the top apparatus. Many of you were interested in me finding out why I have that problem, because you have the same problem. So thanks to a couple of viewers, specifically Jim and Julian, and some research I've done on my own, I have found the problem. And the solution's probably going to be more complex than I had hoped. But before we get to all that, we have three Zeds of the week. And first up, we have Nettie from the Netherlands with his beautiful red Roadster. He did not send me a lot of info with these pictures. I asked for a little more information, but I haven't heard back. I just wanted to make sure I got him on. I love the color, and I love that vintage look luggage rack. Very nice. Next up, we have Robin from West Sussex in the United Kingdom with his 2000 2-liter 5-speed Roadster in titanium silver with a tannin red leather interior and 70,000 miles. He calls it El Poco Toro. He bought it this past August. Since then, he has upgraded the Vanos, put in a new thermostat and clutch fan, new wheels and tires, a corrosion treatment, done a paint correction, had it ceramic coated. He's also put in a new stereo tonneau cover and a new wind diffuser. Very nice. And last but not least, we have Hank from Hawthorne, Florida, not far from the University of Florida campus. Go Gators! With his 2000 2.5-liter automatic Roadster with 83,000 miles. Now, he just bought this 2 months ago. He doesn't have any planned upgrades yet. He's just taking care of fluids and basic maintenance. Hank, I noticed that veterans tag. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you so much, folks, for sharing your beautiful cars. If you'd like to see your car on Zed of the Week, please follow the easy instructions in the description below. Now back to that leak. Okay, so here's what we're dealing with, and I'm moving towards the seal in the back so you can kind of see where I'm at in the car. There we go. So this is a rubber seal, which you can see. I've just pulled that away, and it's grooved, and it actually sits on this, which is the plastic sealing frame. Now that sealing frame, and we zoom in a little bit more, is cracked, as you can see, right in the middle. This is very common as the plastic ages. Another great plastic part from BMW gets brittle, and it looks like someone's put some foam in here. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be here. Maybe. Again, I don't have an original top. It's hard to say, but this may have been an attempt by someone to seal this up. Now, what you've got is you've got a butyl seal that seals the sealing frame to the metal, and you've got a butyl seal that seals the top to the sealing frame, and then on the other side of that is basically an aluminum piece that clamps it together. And again, this rubber seal runs on the top of the sealing frame. But the thing about it is this rubber seal is not keeping all the water out, but the sealing frame should. But if it's cracked, that allows that water to go into the trunk. So that's a problem I have, and let's talk more about this sealing frame. So let's take a look at RealOEM.com. Look in the upper left-hand corner, you see part number 13, which is the sealing frame, BMW part number 517-18398-104. And fun fact, the part's discontinued. They don't make them anymore. Now, you can get some if you want off eBay for $200 to $300. There's a couple people who will sell you already broken ones. Or for $337, there is one that looks like it's intact. It's also, of course, 21 years old. It's from a 2002 vehicle, so it's used. Who knows how brittle it is? None of those things sound like great deals to me, but we're going to have to work on another solution. Okay, it's a brand new day, and I've dug a little deeper into my issues, and unfortunately, the news is not good. There are at least 2 other cracks. There's one, and that's kind of on the driver's side before the curve of the back of the car. And then if I go over on the other side, I've got a similar one out there towards the curve on the passenger side. So I have at least 3 cracks in this. But let's talk about solutions. So let's start with solution 1. And I really don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try and super glue those cracks. Now I'm going to need super glue, which I bought, but I'm also going to need these to be able to apply it a little bit more accurately. And again, you don't have that much space to work back there. Now, do I really think that's going to work? No, but for the price, it's worth a try. Solution number 2. Gunk the hell out of it with RTV. Now, do I really think that's going to work? No, I don't. So we're going to have to go to solution 3. Probably. Hi, welcome back to my poorly lit garage. It randomly started raining again for the 2nd morning in a row I've wanted to film. Don't know why. The afternoons have been beautiful, but then lighting's no good. Anyways, solution 3, and the only truly permanent solution I think would be to basically remove the part of the top where it bonds to the car. Now, if you want to see how that's done in pictures, there's a great PDF that my viewer Jim sent me that I've put in the description. It's 63 pages, not much reading, good pictures, and it kind of shows you the procedure. Now, if I have to do that, my prediction, well, let's go to Mr. T for the prediction on how this project will go.
Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
Thank you, Mr. T. I truly believe that this permanent solution is probably the only realistic one, and it's going to be very involved. The problem is that unlike the person who did it and did the pictures back in 2015, apparently, and there were ceiling frames available, I'm going to take my ceiling frame out, and it's still going to be in 3 pieces, and I have a choice. I could probably plastic weld it back together once it's completely out of the car and all the butyl rubber scraped away and it's all cleaned up, and then hopefully it won't break anywhere else in the future. But it's an awful lot of work to install I guess a repaired part that was not that strong to begin with. So the deep option 3 is to take that part, repair it so it's one piece, make a mold out of it, and then construct a new part myself using that mold, which I can do with the help of my buddy Pat, who does it for a living on motorcycle parts, so his expertise would help me do it, and then I could make it out of some stronger material, probably fiberglass. But that is going to be an awful lot of work. I'm really going to try to avoid it. Sorry, but I'm going to start with solution 1 and 2, and I will update you in a future video on how those worked or didn't work, but that's where we're going to go. Again, all this stuff is linked in the description, so take a look at all that if you've got this problem or you think you might. And again, if you want to take a look at yours, just pull that rubber seal off. It's real easy to set back into the groove, and you can see if yours is actually cracked. So folks, there you have it. I'm going to try the simple solutions. Once I get all the stuff I need to do that, I'll do another video about it. If I have to do the full meal deal of removing the ceiling frame and then fabricating a new one, I'll definitely do a video or 2 about that, and we'll see how that goes. I'm really hoping I can avoid it because it's going to be a ton of work, but we shall see. Also, speaking of a ton of work, many times over the past several years, folks have asked me to do a video about replacing the entire top. Now, my top, other than the ceiling frame issue, is in very good shape, so I don't really see myself doing it anytime soon, if at all. So, there weren't any good videos out there about how to do it, but now there is. There's a 2-part series from a channel called Maine Jason. Maine is in the state of Maine. Now, he's not exclusively Z3 content, but he has a Z3 just like mine, and he's done a video about, well, 2 videos about how to replace the top. They are great videos. I highly suggest if you are in the market to do this, you check them both out first. It is rather involved, but it's doable. Check out his videos. They're really, really well done. I couldn't do them better myself, even if I tried really hard. And again, I'm not doing the top anytime soon. So check out his videos. Give him a sub, give him a like, support him. He's another small channel out there working hard. And if you found my content valuable, as always, please crush that like button. And until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.